Hey bitches, welcome back to my channel. It is currently 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm sitting here once again with the love of my life,
Hey,
Dustin.
how are
you doing?
I'm okay. I'm up
Good?
here. I
Elevated,
already know
of course.
that some of the stuff that we talk about in this video, there's going to be some
think?
people that do not like it.
No.
And I'm okay with that.
I mean, I feel like that's every video that we do.
We might come off just a wee bit abrasive, but we'll try to tone it back a little.
Never. So the first person that I want to talk about is Tiffany Moon. Now, I am a big fan of Tiffany Moon. If you do not know who she is first and foremost an anesthesiologist, but she was on The Real Housewives of Dallas, which I think was robbed, and I think that Real Housewives of Dallas needs to come back. I need to see Tiffany Moon on my screen, like, in some way.
Yeah,
like,
no,
even
I
if
love
it's
Tiffany. She is a badass.
Yeah, even if it's like one of those ultimate girls trips that they always do, need to see her on that. Actually, you know what I would like to see Tiffany Moon on is The Traitors. The Traitors season 2.
Yeah.
The Traitors season 1 on Peacock was amazing. If you guys have not checked that out, definitely watch it. Kate Chastain, hilarious.
Yes.
What's her name? Chastain.
Yes, she made that season.
Oh, she totally made this season.
I feel like Tiffany would be like super smart and methodical. I think she could win it.
Oh yeah.
I would want
For
her to
sure.
be a traitor.
You think? You
Yeah.
think she'd be good at being a traitor?
I think she'd be good at it.
I think so as well. So the drama with her is we talked the other day about Birkin Trash over on TikTok. Birkin Trash is the guy that is obsessed with Birkins. He's been collecting Hermes pieces for a while now.
There's someone calling out fake Birkins on Insta. And the tea is...
I'm on vacation, don't mind the noise. Yeah, let's talk about it. There's an Instagram account that posted about me today called the Fake Birkins Lair. In the 10 years that I've been collecting Hermes pieces, mostly pre-loved up until a couple years ago, I have been sold non-authentic pieces. And that was my fault. I didn't do my due diligence about the seller. I didn't do my due diligence on authenticity before I purchased. So once I received the bag and I realized that it's not authentic, of course, I try and work something out with the seller. This seller obviously knows they're not real. So you're shit out of luck. You're not getting your money back. You're not getting anything. So what do? I try and get rid of them. At this point in my life, I do not support unauthentic bags because of the forced labor that goes into making the bags. So my advice is only buy from trusted sellers.
What are you referring to? The 2 comments in his half-ass save face post? We love that for you, Gullible Gregory, but I listed them for about a day. At a minimum, 2 months is a very long day. Maybe since yesterday he has donated them after he took these listings down, but that's kind of crazy. He's on vacation. Does he have a personal assistant at home who's bagging up a bunch of Firkins and driving them to a grocery store parking lot with one of those clothing drops? Just to confirm for all the doubters, Gregory, since this is the app that figured out Kylie's pregnancy through a manicure, take a look at that little piece of art right there, a little circle, rectangle, square, circle, rectangle, square.
He was trying to sell 2 of his bags that ended up being fake, and he was trying to just unload them after he got scammed by the seller online. One was for like $5,000, the other one was for $1,000. Huge drama over on TikTok, definitely go look it up. But now Tiffany Moon has been brought into this because this account over on Instagram, the Fake Birkin Slayer, which all day, every day, they're putting influencers and celebrities on blast about these fake bags. Like, you're literally trying to have this fake lifestyle on social media.
I love that we have news like this because the actual news is so depressing. I find this very entertaining and I'm actually living for this, so tell me more.
Well, one of the other posts that this account made was about Marisol Patton. Now, Marisol Patton is on The Real Housewives of Miami. My favorite series, since Real Housewives of Dallas is of course off, Real Housewives of Miami has really brought it this season and I'm obsessed. But Marisol Patton was called out for having an alleged fake bag.
The gag of it. Imagine everything going on in the world and the worst thing happening to you is being called out for a fake Birkin bag.
This is very serious on social media and people are eating this shit up. Like, they get so many views on their story, but Marisol Patton found out that this account called her out because somebody was underneath one of her posts saying like, is this one of your fake bags? And she's like, where are you getting this information from? And so they told her like what the account was called and she responded to them and she said, oh yeah, that account, that's been confirmed that it's Tiffany Moon. So she tried to put Tiffany Moon on blast for being this account that's calling out all these fake Birkins. Well, if you know anything about Tiffany Moon is that she also loves to collect a Birkin bag.
Oh my gosh. Oh, they have these special boxes. I got something new from Fashion File. No, I already know. Okay, so you know that when you want something from Hermes, you might be waiting a long time for it. So I've been wanting this bag, but it hasn't been coming from the Hermes gods. But fortunately, the Fashion File gods got me in. Oh, they even have the dust bag. I, need the dust bag, the box, the rain jacket, all of the things. Look at this black beauty. Oh, I love, oh my God. So this is box leather, one of Hermes's heritage leathers. It has a slight sheen to it. It is not scratch resistant, so it is more delicate. She shows all of her imperfections and scratches, and I love her anyway. And you guys know I love gold hardware. This is size 30, which I think is the most versatile. So I have my dream bag. Thank you, Fashion File.
The only difference is that she's not getting called out for having a bunch of fakes in her closet.
True. Big difference.
Yes. So Tiffany Moon responded to this, and she called Marisol Patton out, and here's what she had to say.
The Real Housewife Marisol from Miami said it's Tiffany Moon.
Excuse me, what? Marisol said that I am the fake Birkin Slayer. That's so funny. I am not, I swear to God. But whoever the fake Birkin Slayer is, I commend you, sir or madam. You are out there doing God's work. I have lost now 2 hours of my life this week reading all of your stories and screenshotting them and sending them to my friends. And you know what, Marisol? Maybe you've had one too many cockies because yours truly over here is not the fake Birkin Slayer. I don't have fake shit in my closet, unlike that little pink bag you were holding. So maybe you need to go back and check your sources. Thanks.
And I'm with Tiffany Moon, to be completely honest, because she said that she's literally screenshotting and sending all of her friends the posts of all these influencers and celebrities getting called out. The shade of it all. I could just imagine that group chat, like all these like rich ladies sitting there like, ha 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 ha, just laughing.
That's actually funny. Like, has anybody ever said that Tiffany Moon's bags are fake at all?
They best not.
Well, I don't think, like, she wouldn't be the type to purchase a fake bag.
We do not tolerate the Tiffany Moon slander. No, we don't. But speaking of fake Birkins, I was on this Instagram account, the Fake Birkin Slayer, and I was watching their stories because they archive every single thing. You know how you can make like a little circle there and it like shows like whatever your story was for that time frame? Well, I was clicking through it, and lo and behold, y'all, I'm not trying to be shady at all here. I am. But Teresa Romer was called out on this Instagram story. And I want to say that I have a story for y'all about Teresa Romer because I used to go to the Galleria Mall all the time with Rich when I lived in Houston. And we would be sitting there because he was like friends with a lot of the sales associates there. Teresa Romer used to always go in there with, as she would always have like some kind of like rare bag with her. And this is what they told me, and this is all alleged, but apparently all of the people at LV and the other designer stores around the mall all talk shit about her. And they say she buys nothing but DHgate, and this seller that she has is somebody that is just supplying her fakes because she always comes in with these rare ass bags. It's not in the system.
I believe that only because I didn't even know what DHgate was until I heard Rich talk about it. When I met Rich, hung out with Rich, he talked about DHgate all the time.
And I'm not shading anyone out there that wants to carry a knockoff bag. If you can get an amazing knockoff, girl, get your life, because so many people are not going to be able to tell.
I saw a knockoff of what was it, a Gucci bag?
It was Gucci.
I saw a Gucci bag and you would not have been able to tell the difference. That was a very nice Gucci bag.
I just find it funny when people that are like extremely wealthy that sit there and like run around and like literally try to tell you that everything that they have is like actual designer. They're dropping so much money because it's like such a status thing for them to do when they get exposed for these fake bags. But that reminded me of another story that was on their Instagram account because Teresa Romer, now you guys, if you know her, if you know anything about her, again, all alleged. There's one thing in this world that Teresa Romer does not have, and that money apparently cannot buy her. And
class?
That is, and she has been trying for a hot minute, y'all. Like, it's literally in the name of her channel. She wants to be famous more than anything. But in 2014, Teresa Romer had that like world's largest closet, or it was the largest closet in North America, which I heard that that's a lie. Well, her closet was allegedly robbed, and this person stole like $500,000 worth of stuff from the closet, and they took it somewhere. And now there have been whisperings about this, that this was actually like her son-in-law, and they don't like each other. There was like an inside job, all this kind of stuff. Again, that's alleged. They took all these items that they stole from Teresa Romer, and they tried to unload them somewhere, and they went to the media, like literally robbed someone, and then went to the media and said, I stole all this stuff, but guess what? It was all fakes. They exposed her ass for having all of these fakes.
Whatever will she do?
I don't know.
How will she recover?
I don't know.
Like, what is her course of action?
I don't know.
Imagine wanting your wealth, driving a Rolls Royce that has a check engine light on, and then being called out for having fake bags. That just has to be the end of the world for her.
I don't know. I don't think that she would care more so about getting called out for the fake bags. I think she would care more so about what the people at Louis Vuitton are saying about her. Because
That's what she should be more worried about.
Literally, they do not like her at the Louis Vuitton store in Galleria. Like, at all. That's not me being mean. But you know what? It's not because of the fact that she always comes in with those alleged fake bags.
She has a really snooty attitude.
She has a snooty attitude, and they say that she will just like bark orders at the sales associates as they're like trying to help her if it's not like a timely manner. There was one time that she was trying to record in the store, it was in one of her vlogs, and they kind of like asked her not to, and she got upset. But another thing that I've noticed going on over on TikTok, and I was really noticing this underneath Jeffree Star's post, because you know Jeffree Star is gonna try to become the new influencer over on TikTok, the person that everyone needs to go to when it comes to a review.
Yeah.
He reviewed those viral lipsticks that are in the shape of a dick.
Oh, those are nice.
Those are nice. Like, the packaging for them is actually like, it's not gimmicky at all in my opinion. It looks weighted. It looks
really cool.
So he reviewed it, but what people are talking about is the way that he started the first video of this review, because you know over on TikTok it's completely different than on YouTube. Like, you have to be like amped up. Like, you have to act like you have had so much caffeine that day that you cannot sit still.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Oh my god, you guys. I'm doing my first TikTok without someone editing it for me, meaning a review! So today, bitch, we have the $95 P lipsticks. They came in the mail, and there's balls sitting right in front of my face. Oh my god. Okay, we're getting ready for the review. Be right back. Okay, we are hair-free, Miss Girl. We're using the best moisturizer on the planet, Miss Wild Winter. Girl, if you've never tried my skincare, can't relate. Clearly, I need some makeup on before we try these lipsticks, so I'm just gonna do a quick little bam, bam, bam. And we're gonna get these on my face, Miss Thing. Hello? Dior? This may turn into a get ready before the lipsticks because, girl, she's looking really rough, so help. Why did no one ever tell me about the Patrick Top blush? Like, Miss Thing, she is pigmented, minus the dog hair. Like, just a little bit. Just a little bit of blush, Miss Thing. So Patrick Toss says to do the powder first, and then, and this is in shade, she's a doll. You take the cream and you just do a little of the blender, and then, Miss Thing, you dab it on top. And that's his secret for youthful, slutty skin. What do we think? And then the best highlighter on the planet. It's giving Jeffree Star Lick My Glit. Like, you only need a little bit. See that? Oh my god, bitch. Just a little bit. That's all you need.
And something I've noticed about TikTok people is they scream at the camera.
You know who I blame for that?
Who?
Graveyard Girl. Do you remember? Hey everybody, it's Bunny.
Oh my gosh, no. Graveyard Girl used
Bunny,
to scream at the camera.
She did. She really did.
She's the originator.
Things that shouldn't be on Amazon, and yet they are. Purple shampoo for your teeth. A special toothpaste requires a special toothbrush. Did y'all know BTS made a toothbrush? This is what it looks like. And it came with photo cards. It's supposed to make my teeth look whiter in the same way that purple shampoo makes blonde hair look brighter. This is what my teeth look like now. That's right. Oh. How do I look? What do you guys think? Would you try it?
And I think that that's where a lot of people do that because it's attention grabbing. You get people tuned in.
A lot of people are saying that it seems like Jeffree is trying very hard to be like witty and like quick with it and appeal to a certain audience over on TikTok. And another person that's getting called out for this as well. And they're actually saying that they don't even know if they really believe that many reviews that she's putting out anymore, because it's like a Michaela where everything has been life-changing. Everything is amazing. Oh my god, how I've not heard about this, even though they did a review of it on their YouTube channel like 2 years ago. And that is NikkieTutorials.
Is this already the best foundation of 2023? Juvia's Place launched a brand new foundation. This is the I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. You gotta shake it well. If there's one thing Juvia's Place is always gonna do is give it to you, honey. Oh my god. Look at that shine. Look at that gorgeous sheen. It looks like beautiful, flawless skin. It comes in 33 shades. It's packed with the best skincare ingredients to kind of hydrate and really plump the skin. I look really good. No, but like really, look at my skin. I look glowy, healthy. I look stunning. I think this is the best my skin has looked in a minute. You know, this foundation reminds me a lot of the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is a favorite amongst you guys, but I feel like it has a bit more coverage. I can rely on it a bit more. I look sensational. I know 2023 only just started, but in my opinion, this is already the foundation of the year. I love it!
You can tell when it's genuine and when it's not. I'll just say that. I'm not knocking anybody for trying to get their numbers up or get people to watch them, but like, you can tell. Like, if I got on here and was like, hey, you guys, you would be like, what is wrong with you?
No.
Did you not smoke before you sat down? And the answer to that question is yes, I did.
But then it got me thinking about Michaela, because Michaela is like that in all of her TikToks as well. And it's like so hyper. It's like, oh my god, how are people
My favorite one that Michaela did is when she got the Kim Kardashian stuff.
Oh, Kim Kardashian.
Kim Kardashian.
Oh my god. But you know what? I think that Michaela knows that people find it very annoying how she does it with her
plays
voice.
into it.
She laughs about it after she says it.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people are going to be like, well, do you guys love Michaela or hate Michaela? I hate what Michaela does to like deceive her audience. Are there some things about Michaela that I find interesting and entertaining? Yes. It's a case-to-case basis with me, at least. This whole conversation kind of reminds me a few years ago when people were like making videos about YouTubers faking being happy, because I could see why they would have to do that to get people engaged and stuff. And sometimes it can be taxing to get in front of a camera and record a video that you've already scripted out or had to think out in your mind. Like, it can be a lot. There's sometimes when I've made videos when I put on my brave face when I didn't feel like it, but I had to. You know what I mean?
Well, there have been so many influencers that have been called out in the past for being one way on camera and then being completely opposite when they get off. And that's why it kind of like goes into that like don't meet your idols, because 9 times out of 10 there's a good chance that you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, we talked about that before in what, your last video?
Yeah. Do you know one influencer that I have heard is like nothing but nice to her fans? I've actually heard this about Trisha Paytas too. But the one that always comes to mind when people are like, well, who's like really nice? Tana Mojo.
Yeah,
people say that Tana will take the time, she will stop, she will have a full conversation with you and like want to know about your life.
Listen, I think that she scams her fans a lot, but I think she cares about her fans, but she just doesn't care enough not to scam them. But I do think that Tana is like really nice when she has interactions with her followers. I can see that. Do you remember several years ago, I was gonna say a couple years ago, but several years ago now, when Patrick Starr met that person at that like meet and greet? And he was like,
just ushering them over.
He just looked so over
He was
it.
over it. That day, like, had gotten to him. He was like, I need to get the out of here right now. That was bad. I mean, that was like big T. People thought being really like rude.
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Yeah.
James was there too.
Well, of course. But I think what people are kind of like over and they're kind of like getting annoyed by with a lot of these influencers over on TikTok, especially the ones that are reviewing products so they can try to sell it to them, is that they're feeling like it's coming off very fake and phony, and that it's not almost like a YouTube video where you feel like someone's sitting down and they're like really giving you what it is.
Something else that we have to take into account is Jeffree Star is used to having his videos edited, so now if he's doing this on his own, it probably can be a little bit overwhelming, and it's a totally different demographic. Like, people expect raw, real, and all that over there, while on YouTube they expect these like poised presenters putting on makeup, explaining what they're doing, talking about the product. That's two totally different worlds.
Well, you know, people were thinking that James was shading Michaela because he did a TikTok the other day.
I didn't know this.
And he responded to a comment from somebody, and they were like talking about his skin. Hi, little cutie. And they were talking about his skin, basically saying that it wasn't good or whatever, and he answered it, and he was like, yeah.
Comments like this are so lame and are so beyond unnecessary. Why do you feel the need to tell somebody that their skin doesn't look good? Does it make you feel better about the skin that you're in? Because personally, I love my skin. I think it's pretty good. Is it perfect? No, absolutely not. I do have pimples. I definitely have pores and texture, but I hate to break it to you, so does everybody. Including you, babes. It's completely normal and nothing to be embarrassed about or ashamed of. That's just how skin looks. And I think as a beauty guru, it's important for me to showcase realistic skin, especially what it looks like with makeup on, because newsflash, It isn't always perfect, and I'd rather set realistic expectations for my audience instead of using crazy smoothing filters and lying to them. Everybody's on a journey with their skin. Everybody's skin is beautiful, and you should keep comments like this to yourself.
This is what I have texture here, I have this here, I have that there. And he wasn't using a filter. And he shaded the ones out there, and everyone thought this was Michaela. He was like, I'm not one of those influencers that basically uses a blurring filter when I'm doing this shit.
Listen, we were watching TikToks back from the Super Bowl thing because I talked about a little bit of it in my video about Michaela hanging out with Glamzilla. And it was so funny to me. You could see the filter moving around on Michaela's face, like her
eyelash was moving.
The eyelashes were here and the eyebrow was way over here. It was super cringe to me. Like, you don't have to do all that, girl. Like, nobody cares. You're out having fun. You're out hanging out with your friends. Like, nobody cares. Why are you putting on a filter?
But the other person that is not using a filter at all is Jeffree. In this review that he did for that lipstick, girl, he had no filter on, and people are praising him for it, and they're also saying that this is what we want from all these other influencers, because you can tell when somebody has their blurring filter on and when they don't.
Yeah, Jeffree's gonna cater, and it would be wise for him to do that. You know what I mean? I think it all boils down to people wanting authenticity, and if they feel like they're not getting it from a person that's supposed to be authentic in who they are, they're gonna find it somewhere else.
Well, let's ask the question that is in the comment section of these TikToks. Do you think that Jeffree Star and James Charles are shading Michaela and trying to come for her spot and saying we are the OGs and we are coming over to this platform now and we are going to be on the top?
I'm 100% gonna say that I think that that's them shading her. I also think that we're gonna see an uptick in the OG beauty influencers doing the same thing. Look for Manny and Laura to do it. I guarantee
with no filters?
Yeah, they're gonna do it with no filters.
Maybe they already do. I don't check for their
I don't
TikToks.
either, but I'm sure somebody will send it to us now.
Yeah. So with that said, everyone, that is it for this video. We hope that you did enjoy it. Please leave us a cat emoji down below, and we will see you guys all in the next video.
Bye.